Hey everyone, my name is the Theme Park Evangelist. I got enough time for one more vlog for today, and then I'm actually going to be at Katie's apartment in the next hour, as she does want to spend some time with me since she has been at work all day. Well, at least up until about an hour ago. So, for those of you who are new to my YouTube channel, I am from Central Florida. I lived there for 25 years, and I actually am engaged to a young lady named Katie, and she only lives about 15 minutes away from me. We are looking to get married next August, and our honeymoon is next September. I just don't know when officially, but either way, we're probably going to keep that private. We're just going to go with September 2025, and whenever we go down, we're going to go down. So, anyhow, um, the reason why I am doing one more vlog is because I decided to discuss my 8-month anniversary with Katie. And, um, as a, change of, things up. So, earlier I was, talking about, um, my top 10 favorite attractions in Ontario, but this time I'm going to be talking about um, just discussing my 8-month anniversary of Katie. So, back what down back in February 2023, but I've decided to narrow it down to really my very first Valentine's Day with Katie. So instead of just going over what you let me start over. So instead of going over just basically what went down with Katie back in February 2023, I've decided to switch it up this time and discuss Valentine's Day 2023, which was basically my very first Valentine's Day. Just to make it a little different. So, first of all, what is Valentine's Day? Just based off of what today's society views Valentine's Day as. Valentine's Day is a very special day for people who want to take time to be with their significant others, and whether it's, you know, buying something special for the other, whether it's taking the time to cook a meal, take them out to dinner. It either or, that's what Valentine's Day is. And growing up, I always hated Valentine's Day because of the fact that I never really had anybody to spend it with. I would go into the grocery store, retail stores like Walmart, and everything was so lovey dovey, pink and red. And don't get me wrong, I love the color red, except for the month of June, but that's for my own personal reasons. And, there was literally pink and red everywhere. And I'm just like, basically. And I knew deep down inside it was all about the fact that they were trying to push the whole concept of we want to make money off of guys buying roses and candy and other crap for their significant others, and ladies buying the same exact thing for their significant others too. And I'm not even lying. When I lived in Lake Wales, Florida, I actually saw a guy buying a ginormous stuffed animal bigger than a human being for his significant other one time. And I was just like, oh my. And that's actually a thing, believe it or not. And meanwhile, I'm like, I don't have anybody to buy anything with. And one year, Deadpool came out on Valentine's Day weekend. And they intentionally themed it to Valentine's Day because they knew that the film was coming out during Valentine's Day. Does that mean it was filmed during Valentine's Day? No. But they knew way in advance that the movie was planned to be released during Valentine's Day weekend. And they did a good job about it because if you watch it during Valentine's Day, it actually works. And I never really had that option to do anything special for a significant other, so I used to buy my parents Valentine's Day stuff. I used to go down to Publix and get one of those cookie cakes, and I would ice it and make it look like that my mom bought something nice for my dad, or vice versa. I've even done the whole Bok Tower Gardens Valentine's Day couple meal for $200, which who knows how much that would be now. And back when Chalet Suzanne, a historic place in Lake Wales, was a thing, I actually bought my parents a meal over there, and I paid for my parents to go do that as well. So I never really had that opportunity up until last year. So anyway, you guys get the point. I really wanted that special opportunity, and I knew in advance that I was finally going to have Katie around. So, ironically, the Titanic was being released to the big screen just in time for its 25th anniversary. And yes, the Titanic movie did come out before the actual sinking of the Titanic, which was in April of 1912. And this year actually makes 112 years that the Titanic sunk. But anyway, so I got with Katie and I said to her, would you like to go see the Titanic on the big screen? She really liked the idea. So I took the day off in advance. Now, she was already off because she was working for photo effects. And as far as I can remember, last year, Katie was working for photo effects, but during the winter months, but she was only working, like, only so often. Like, she was working enough to get by, but she was still working over there during the winter. And things changed between last year to this year. I don't know why. I was still working for AIG during the winter months, a lot more than I was this past winter. But I managed to take the day off, so I took Katie down to Florence 14 Cinemark, and I got us popcorn, I got a soda, or well, I don't remember. I might have bought the tickets, and she might have bought the popcorn and the soda. And Katie wore her Titanic outfit, and I don't remember what else I bought. Hold on one second. My dad's calling me. Because he needs a ride home. So, because it's getting into the evening, everybody's getting off of work, so everybody wants to call me at the same exact time. So, you have to forgive me in advance. And I'm kind of thinking to myself, oh my word, I'm trying to finish up a YouTube video here, and I just want to hurry up and get this over and done with so I can get out of here. And the more time I'm spending on the phone, the longer it's going to take for me to get my YouTube video done and get out of here on time. So I'm getting a little frustrated, but it is what it is. But anyway, so I don't remember 100% what happened, you know, during Valentine's Day. well, like not 100% Valentine's Day, but like around that time frame. I believe we also went to Pompelio's again for Valentine's Day, if I remember correctly. But don't quote me on that or anything, because once again, I don't remember. But, it's just the whole fact of the matter. It was just the whole idea of, like, wow, it's Valentine's Day. I finally have someone special to celebrate it with. And, uh, just in my opinion, from last Valentine's Day to this Valentine's Day, the changes, in my opinion, were last year it was, wow, this is new to me. I get to actually celebrate Valentine's Day with someone special now. And then the other side of the coin for me was the fact that I actually got to celebrate Valentine's Day in general and not just go, oh, it's Valentine's Day. But this year, for Valentine's Day, I don't believe I really did anything special. Like, I knew that Valentine's Day was coming, if that makes any sense, but I didn't really do anything special because of lack of funds this year. So, Katie and I kept it very low key, but we were just honestly happy to just spend time together. We honestly ended up going to Olive Garden and having a quick meal. And we didn't even do anything on actual Valentine's Day other than go to community group. But that weekend, we actually, no. I remember now. We went to Golden Corral for Valentine's Day. Now I remember. And we did that the very next evening. But it's just the whole idea of we got to be together, and that's to us all that mattered. We were originally going to go to Pompelia's, but something I will share with you guys that I've learned honestly from last year to this year is, and this could be for any couple out there, Valentine's Day for new couples is, wow, I cannot believe I'm actually getting to do this. I'm finally getting to celebrate Valentine's Day with somebody else now, besides just sulking and feeling sorry for myself. And then from that point forward, you're always going to be thinking about, wow, I'm so happy I actually have somebody to celebrate Valentine's Day with. I don't care where it is. I don't care if it's on Valentine's Day or if it's not on Valentine's Day. Some people like TJ are going to go to the ends of the earth to make it happen on Valentine's Day, but you're going to have people like me who are just like, I don't care if it's on Valentine's Day or not. I'm just thankful to have somebody, and that's to me all that matters. And you know what? Sometimes you may not always going to be able to do on that Valentine's Day, whether it's lack of funds, whether it's work, whether it's Bible study, whether it's church, you name it. Something is going to come up that's going to prevent you from being able to do something with your significant other on the actual day of. But there's nothing stopping you from doing it the day before, the day after. It doesn't matter. And to me, that's all that matters. So, anyway, I hope I was encouragement to you guys. So, for my 9-month anniversary of Katie, just so you guys kind of know in advance what I'm going to be discussing, I'm going to be talking about um, um, basically how difficult it was for. Actually, now that I think about it, I believe Katie was working at Meyer during early 2023. So that's actually what she was doing. She was. I don't even think she was doing photo effects. I think she was doing Meyer. So my 9-month, I'm actually going to be discussing how hard it was for me to not have Katie there for my dad's birthday. last year, but how we still made it work. Then, just so you guys kind of know what's going to all be going on until my engagement trip that I'm going to be discussing, like when Katie and I got engaged. So, 10 month, I'm going to be discussing um, what it was like for me to celebrate my mom's birthday for the very first time with Katie. And then for my 11th month, which was May of 2023, I am going to be discussing what it was like for Katie and I to go back to Kings Island again for, our first time together in a year, and what it was like for us to go back to Soak City. So I'm going to be discussing, like, how we viewed going to Kings Island last year versus the year before that, and just, like, how our viewpoint was changed. And I'm also going to be discussing some other things around that time frame. And then finally, I'm going to go over what it was like for us to hit our 1 year and what we actually did on our 1 year, and how that would change forever on how we viewed our life, and how that would basically shape how things would go until we got engaged. So, anyway, until then, I will see you guys in the next vlog. Just imagine 4 more months of, and then we'll be going over our engagement trip, and then that leads me to my final vlog, which is Katie and I. Now that Katie and I are engaged, where are we at now? And and that basically is going to go over, like, what is, like, now that Katie and I are engaged, like, how is that going to affect our life? What are we doing in order to prepare for our future? When are we getting married? Those sort of things. So, for those of you who are wondering what steps we're taking to prepare for our future, that would be your vlog to watch. So, always remember, you can do all things through Christ strengthens you. Have a great day. Peace out.